Hey there, Leo, Sun, Leo, Moon, Leo, Rising. Welcome to your Portal of Change reading. We're doing this Portal of Change reading because there is a major energy portal that is opening up during this Aries season. It is a fellow fire sign to you, so I find that this will probably feel very significant to you. I'm going to take a look at what is going to activate, what portal is being activated for you. We're going to look at how you can power this up. They wanted that one too. How you can power this. Ooh, the Temple of Truth. How you can power this up working with the different dragons, and we're going to look at how you can make this shift. We're going to get some really practical advice on that. We're going to take a look at working with the archetype. What archetype should you lean into to really help you to step into this power, this transition, and some very, very practical advice from the wisdom of the Tao. I always get such practical advice from them, and so hang in there. I'm just getting all the cards out because I want to see you have so much. Look, this to me, look at her. She looks like a Leo to me, like large and in charge there. All right, so you have the Temple of Truth, which is your throat chakra. So the way I see this portal is we're coming up out of this water, the water of the Piscean age, and like the North Node, the eons, they move, eons, however you want to say it, they move backwards. And so we're coming up out of the water into the Aquarian age, and so we get to the top of the embankment of this water, and there's a big portal opening, and it's really foggy around it, but the portal, it's wide open. You're invited to step through the portal, and as you step through the portal, when you get on the other side, it's still foggy, right? Like there's not a lot of clarity, but what there is are a lot of paths and a lot of opportunities, and choosing them using your heart, not your head. And you have this big, powerful heart energy. So I don't think that choosing that will be so hard. But your truth right here, you have the karmic release of the violet flame and the Temple of Truth, the throat chakras, authenticity, and self-expression. As you move through this, what's going to activate you as you move through the portal is your willingness to release the lower vibrational energies, the negative things that have happened to you, the energy of forgiveness, working with Saint Germain and the violet flame. In the description box below, I do have a violet flame meditation music. It was actually recorded during a full moon in Aquarius. That means it was happening during Leo season. A couple of years ago, this guy recorded this music at that time. It is powerful. You simply have to lay down and visualize yourself sitting around, surrounded by this violet flame energy. It doesn't burn you, but what it does do is it burns the lower vibrational energies that are associated with you. It helps to burn through the cords that bind you, and so you can almost actually feel yourself laying there bound up by all the negative energy that holds you in place. It doesn't allow you to elevate, and watch this flame burning the cords, and as it does, they become this beautiful white light, and they light up your aura, the room. It's very brilliant that I'm seeing. What I'm seeing here is a lot of it, and so just listen to the music and visualize this happening. This is a great way to help you to release. And this Temple of Truth, you are being invited to be authentic to who you are, which is super important. This Aquarian age that we're moving into, it is about being authentic to who we are. So what they showed me this morning was they explained it to me like we are one, right? We hear this, right? We're all part of one. And the more that we move into that oneness, the more we're elevated. But everybody's been busy trying to conform and be like everyone else. So it's like everybody wants to be the hand, right? If we're a body, if everything about everybody's soul, the universe, everything is a body, everybody's trying to conform. We want to be the hand. We want to be the hand. And what we need in order to elevate and to move forward is we need people to differentiate, right? We can't just have a body with only a hand. We also have to have the heart. We have to have the throat. We have to have the foot, the toe, the hair. What do you want to be, right? And it doesn't matter. It's your own unique gifts that you bring that help to to manifest and to create something into the whole. And now they're showing me stone soup. That's so fun. Okay, so it's the parts that everybody brings in that allows it to become a beautiful, tasty experience for us. And so the Temple of Truth is asking you to tap into what is true for you, who is authentically who you are, to really know who you are and to be able to express that. And how you choose to express it could be through a creative project. It could be through just standing up for who you are, for saying that this is what's of value to me, this is what is important to me, and this is what I need to do. When this space is energetically clogged up and we need to open it up, we feel like there's a lump in the throat or even in our heart. So where it feels like the energy is not flowing in you, it's probably here. And if you can open it up, look at that big waterfall that comes through there to really move it through. So when you are brought to the space, you're being reminded of the importance of your own identity and self-expression in this lifetime, acknowledging who you are and who you've been and who you are becoming is so important for the unfoldment of your path. There is an old story that the truth hurts. This gateway reminds you that, in fact, truth heals. Truth heals. And just because someone else doesn't like your truth does not matter. It's important that you express who you are. Your truth is your truth, and it's important for you to honor that with every facet of your being. This isn't the first incarnation in which you have felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but it may be the first one in which you have had the full freedom of expression. This gateway is coming to you today as a message that there is something very deep inside of you that you haven't expressed, and this is causing an energetic blockage on your ever-unfolding path. It is time to love yourself enough to honor the feelings that are rising up within you, to forgive others and yourself or lower vibrational energies, to release them and let them go so that you can move into greater alignment with your true self, your authentic self. And this is definitely, again, we have aquamarine. This is higher heart. Higher heart is the throat chakra and the heart combined together here. And this is Neptune, and Neptune is in Pisces right now, and Neptune in Pisces is definitely encouraging us to dream big, but to really understand that those dreams are really just the vision that we have for who we are. So enable you to access your deepest wisdom, soul wisdom. Spiritually, wisdom is available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowledge, the truth of who you are. With that big waterfall there, does not surprise me that you would get the aquamarine dragon from Neptune. Aquamarine is a beautiful gemstone to work with. You just put it on your throat chakra right here while you're doing this meditation and allow them to work together to heal. I think you will find this has a profound impact in healing you. So you have a lot of cards that came through on how to do this shift. So Beauty and the Beast, you need some space in a relationship. Heed wise counsel and listen. Something you thought was finished bursts back to life. It's the phoenix. And so as you recognize what your truth is and who you are, this space in the relationship, this giving yourself, what bursts back to life might be you. Okay? So it could be the relationship, and that relationship does not necessarily mean your significant other. It could be a relationship with your parents or your family or your children or your neighbors or whatever. There's some kind of a relationship where you're not being free to express what is of value to you, what is important to you. And I really feel that the space allows you to burst back to life yourself, that you become the phoenix that rises from the ashes. And in doing that, people have a choice. Do they accept you for who you are, or do you decide you got to let them go and move on? And that's a difficult thing to do. That's why everybody tries to conform to be the hand, but you're being asked to be something else, to differentiate yourself, to be who you authentically are, not be something else just for the sake of being something else, but coming home to yourself. I think what really bursts forward, what really comes back to life is you. It's you, Leo. And you have Venus getting ready to move into your sign. She's going to spend, June to October there, helping you to remember what is a value of your own self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, those things that are so Leo learning things, Leo, the courage to speak your truth, to be who you are, to say this is what I value and this is what I choose to do. You also have the fairy ring, which I totally love. The fairy ring is new skills, advanced training, and rapid improvements in whatever aspect of your life you want. This is something to be working. So do you need to know something? Do you need to get in touch with something? Do you want to work on something? Is there something that's really of interest to you and you put the time and the effort into it, and your skills step forward and you're like, this is what I really love. This is the truth of who I am. So maybe, you've been I don't know, working in a corporate office, but what you really, really, really want to do is this woodworking thing, and you do it on the side and you do it for fun. And then eventually people start to notice and you're like, wow, I really can do this. And I enjoy this, and I don't feel so bound and chained to the corporate lifestyle, but I'm free to do the thing that really matters to me, that expresses what's in my heart. And that is just an example. You take it however you want, but there's some aspect of your life where there's more information and skill that is coming through an advanced training, a skill set that you're going to develop that will allow you to be who you truly and authentically are. The Frog Princess. Heed wise counsel and listen. This feels like also to honor your commitments that you make to yourself. Trust who you are and where you're going. Okay. Archetypal energies to lean into. Look, there is this is so fun. The fairy ring, new skills, advanced training, and you have the engineer. There is a reworking of a situation, a reworking of something, a redesigning of and using your creative way to do it. It could be a website, it could be a community project. I know that came up recently for you guys that are reading. There's a way of looking at a situation like there's a better way to do this. It could be within how you organize things around your life in some aspect that may be just personal at home, or it could be on a larger scale, right? But there is this engineering, and so it says the ability to give creative energy a practical expression. So you are a very creative sign, but what you're creating, there's practical application to it. There's knowledge and skills that are needed. There's a development that's needed. But whatever it is, it brings up your authentic self. And this heed wise counsel, if you need to find a mentor, you need someone to help you, to show you the ropes, be open to other people's information and guidance that they're bringing you. And this relationship that you might need space in, it could just be like this work relationship. Like, I spend way too much time at work and there's this thing I really want to do at the school or whatever. What matters to you? Right? It's because it's your truth. It's your authentic self. And so this should be resonating with you at some point. And if it is not, then this is not your reading. Check out your sun, moon, and rising, right? Because there is something that, Leo, they keep talking to you about how you are on the precipice of creating a major change in some kind of a community around you. And that community could seriously just be you and your child, or it could be you and your significant other, or it could be bigger. But whatever that change is, it is the pebble that drops into the still pond and it ripples out. So even if it's like changing the situation between you and your child, then your child grows up and has this higher elevated whatever thing to lean into when they're out impacting their children and their community, and so it spreads, and so never think that whatever you're doing is insignificant, because there is no such thing. There's no such thing as insignificant when we choose to work from the heart and speak our truth and do the thing that brings us joy and happiness. That is never insignificant. And so you have a talent for designing resolution to common dilemmas. It is something that needs a practical application of change, and you know this. You know in the core of your being that this change needs to happen. So while you're doing this healing of other people telling you you're not good enough, you're not capable enough, your ideas are not good enough, you do things the way we've always done, don't make any changes. I think you're healing the truth of who you are. Like, I'm not going to be held down by your societal imprint on me. I am free to express who I am. I don't know if you have ever seen The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Chronicles of Narnia. I love that whole series. You should read the whole thing. But I keep seeing this image of that lion shorn and tied down, and they think they've beat the lion, but there is a deeper magic, right? And so as this deeper magic comes in with the dawn, and I do feel like there's a big dawn of energy coming through with this portal of this energy of the sun in Aries. It's like the dawn, right? And so as this is happening, and all these mice come out of nowhere, and it's like the violet flame energy again. They chew away at these ropes that are binding the lion, and the lion stands up, and all of a sudden he shakes his mane. It is growing back, and he roars. And so I think that using the violet flame meditation, because who the heck actually wants mice crawling all over them? I can't imagine. Use the violet flame, it feels friendlier. To unshackle yourself, to free yourself, to pull on that deep magic of who you are. Because then Aslan went out and he changed the world, and you are going to do something that changed the world. And how did he do it? He did it through his voice. He did it through his expression. He did it by breathing on the statues and bringing them back to life. Something will be resurrected. Something, a long-held dream, something that has been frozen in place and kept as a stone in your life. You get to bring it back, but I think it's you. I think you breathe your own self back to life, and we have the card of the Fool to lean into attributes. So one, be practical in this application. Fool says to take the risk, right? This is fearlessly with courage, revealing emotion, helping people laugh at the absurdity or the hypocrisy. Your ability to make people see with humor why this doesn't work. This roar, he was with joy. He played. It's not like I'm the boss of you. No, let me show you that there is a better way, and it's more joy filled and it's happier. So whatever you're trying to create, whatever it is that you are trying to do, it's really important. And it's important that you do it with joy, and that it brings you joy, and it brings joy to those around you. And so you have here free spirit and inspiration. Set yourself free to be inspired by yourself and to inspire others. And so the inspiration says here, if I could find a way I could read this. There we go. The mystic power of water has brought you new passion and inspiration, and I do believe that is that Piscean water that's been cleansing and clearing us, and now we're moving into the fairy energy of get something done. So a burst of creative energy, feelings and sensations can be overwhelming at this time. Use the opportunity to manifest your desires with your intuition and emotional intelligence. And then we have the horse. And the horse is about freedom, and the horse is also about being carried forward, and it is about wisdom, right? Heed the wise counsel of others. Ask for the help that you need, where you need it to. You don't have to do it by yourself, right? The lion did not chew himself free. And he did not defeat the white witch by himself. There was an army, right? So it is about inspiring others to come along too, right? And so ask for the help where you need it. So what it says here is reach for it. Signs of good fortune are all around you. You race off again fearlessly. You're getting your courage back fearlessly. Both of these cards, fearlessly. Be fearless, and and fearlessly on the Fool. Be willing to have the courage to go for your dreams. So race off again fearlessly to a new level of achievement and success. Your intelligence and resourcefulness, empowered by heavenly inspiration, will take you far. You can engineer a solution to a problem that you see. You have the knowledge and the wisdom to do it, and you have the ability to get the information that you need to do it. And this is about having the courage to rise. Having the courage to rise. And know you've been through a tough cycle, Leo. I've been watching you. I've been seeing it. It has been the journey of Leo. And that crap is about to change. So stand up. Shake it off. Burn off those cords. Shake out your mane and roar. It is your time to shine. All right? All right. If you like this kind of reading, please let me know in the comments. Hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to support this channel, I ask that you do it through PayPal over using the membership, using the YouTube portal. But either way is great. This is YouTube takes like 45% of the money that you send, and I get most of it if you send it through PayPal. So I appreciate that. And thank you for those of you that have been supporting this channel. It really matters, and I truly appreciate it. You guys take great care, and I will talk to you again soon.